Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. You've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not subbed yet, so let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. We don't do long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to Kevin Samuels. He was talking to a young woman about the differences between men and women and high value men. So let's get to the video. We're gonna let Kevin cook in. We're gonna try to make this make sense.
What are you?
I'm 29.
So what do you got on the topic?
So you were talking about like having a high value man, and
Well, the question I ask is, why should the top 10 to 15% of men care what the bottom 80 to 85% of women want?
Good question.
I think that they should care because it's like a difference in mindset between them and then the top 15% of women, you know? So when you start to notice what those type of women want, it gives you more value in the top 15% of women.
But they don't want them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like, you know,
No. If you were a 10, let me
Okay.
just do this. If you were a 10,
Okay.
universally a 10, would you honestly care about what an average man thought?
Good question.
I mean, it depends on what I do. But
No.
for the most part, no.
Thank you for relationships. Why is it different for you if you were a 10?
I mean, because it's like it just depends on what you do. Like
No, it
these
doesn't. We're
celebrity
talking
guys,
about.
they-
I'm not
they
talking
need
about.
fans.
I'm not talking about celebrity guys.
Okay.
I'm talking about VP of Mergers and Acquisition. I'm talking about the business class.
But those guys cheat on.
Wait, before she gets into it here, Kevin is talking about regular everyday people, the way we move in regular society, not athletes, not entertainers, not Hollywood. We're talking about everyday people because in Hollywood, that is a whole different lifestyle, whole different sets here that have to deal with here that we everyday folks don't deal with. Let's continue now.
On their wives with the lower women.
But who's the wife?
True.
See, let me tell you something. The wives don't care. Melinda Gates didn't care that Bill was cheating because she was the wife, and the girl that was
Right.
cheating is the side chick. See, what you proved is that women don't like the double standard. You're good with being a 10 and not caring what an average guy, because you know there's no way in hell you would marry him, screw him, or anything. But yet you feel as though that men should care about what average women think. Just because what? Because they'll have sex with them?
Yeah.
No. That just means you're
Seriously?
an orgasm.
Sorry, I just think it's hilarious.
She can't
Well,
accept it.
They
What
spend
state-
so much time
What state do you live in?
in California,
What city?
LA.
Oh,
Go out, drive it around LA and count the number of adult, the strip clubs that are for men, and count the strip clubs that are for women.
There's literally, I don't think there even is a women's strip club anymore.
Thank you.
There used to be one.
Why do you
And
think
it's
that
gone.
is?
Because women aren't spending money like that on men. They're looking for men to spend money on them.
Men understand. First off, you don't like the fact that a man will have sex with an average woman, but he ain't gonna marry her. That's what strip
Okay.
clubs and whores are for.
What about the NBA players?
Again, I'm
That
not
are
talking
marrying
about
NBA.
I'm not talking-
low average
Okay, I need
women.
you to understand something. I need you to focus, please. Please
Okay.
stop asking me about celebrities, entertainers, and athletes. Can you stick to the people that we are?
Yeah.
and that's the thing that I have a problem with. Whenever I talk to any woman on a daily basis, they always want to throw celebrities out here. What about this guy on TV here? What about the Kardashians? It doesn't matter. that small. That pool is so small, they can't relate to us, people. Women, if you watch my channel, do not ever go to a man and ask and try to compare regarding men and women and they're in Hollywood. That is a whole different set of rules here. They don't live the way we live here. They have different kind of money than we have. Even if we're making good money, they're in the hundreds of millions what these women are talking about here. So we need to stay on course, stay on par, and come back to real life. Let's continue. We'll see what Kevin's going to say now next.
Yeah, but who can I give you an example of that you would
Well,
know?
well, I don't care about them because their world is different.
That's what I'm just saying,
Right,
Kev.
okay.
That
A
would be
lot
like
of
me
them
say-
have
that would be
average-looking
that-
women though at home.
I don't give a shit. See, the problem is if you have to stick to the conversation right here, you can't win.
Mhm.
Because that's no different than me sitting around talking about Rihanna and Beyonce and Saweetie. Do you know them?
No, I mean I've been to their parties. But
Thank
no, I
you,
don't
but
know.
you paid them.
I didn't pay them.
That you get the point. Somebody paid them for you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you. I'm talking about the kind of men that you would be competing with somebody else for. See, that's the you ladies don't like to stay in reality because you just want to be right.
Mm,
Are you married?
no.
Do you want to be married?
Yes.
Do you want children?
Yes.
Do you think your husband will be a musician, an actor, or an athlete?
Probably.
Probably. Fellas, we know what this could go down to. If she is looking for an athlete, entertainer, things of that nature, we don't believe she's going to get married. We're seeing that she is the obvious one here, the showcase of a modern woman. That's why she keeps asking these questions about athletes and entertainers. She keeps going to that realm because she's in LA and that's what she wants. And here's what we say here to people. We don't discriminate on what you want. What we're going to say is, what are the odds of you getting what you want? See, there's a difference between probability and possibility. In her situation here, it's probable that she would win the lotto before she would find the man she's looking for in Hollywood. But let's continue.
I'm serious. Probably. Those are the men that I've dated.
How old are you?
29.
Oh, the wall's here, y'all. Danger zone.
I
Danger
don't know.
zone.
I mean, I have a pretty good resume.
Of dicks? Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that?
A
Like
resume
my
of-
book is nice.
yeah, your cock.
See, ladies, don't say this. You look like a hoe right now. I'm just going to say that. You look like a bust down 304. She comes off as an attractive woman. She has a pretty face, you know, and she has that soft kind of demeanor. But as soon as I hear, you know, my last relationship and I have a good resume. Women, you should not even have a resume. If you have a resume, that means that you just have a list of cocks right in that cock carousel, okay? And no guy's gonna take you seriously. You're 29 years old. That means that the wall is approaching and you're in the danger zone. 1 year from 30. All right. So by you saying you have a resume, know that told us, fellas, that she has gone through her 20s, getting it in and bouncing in, getting that arch back here and getting buns glazed. Let's continue.
Your roster of dead dicks is nice, but you got no wedding rings
No.
because you're a side chick.
No, I've actually been proposed to before.
Uh-huh.
And
Is it
I did-
before or after the orgasm?
Why do women want to throw out there, I've been proposed to, I've had engagements? Ladies, that's even worse. Don't go in there and say, I've been proposed to, I've been engaged 3 times, just didn't work out here. You know what that says here? If you've had a man that come to you and actually provided you a ring of significant value, a real diamond, and says, will you marry me? You took that ring and then for some reason it didn't work out and you have multiple engagements like this here, know what we're gonna say here? If you can take this ring from this man, what is wrong with you? Why are you constantly taking rings from men and it don't work out here? It sounds like you're either choosing bad or you are the problem as well, because you've gone to the point of saying that I want to go to I do and it doesn't make it to the finish line here. Y'all shouldn't say that here. Men look at this and saying, ew. Just want to let y'all know that. Let's continue.
I actually, the funny thing is, the one guy who proposed to me, I didn't have sex with him.
What?
Now was this?
What?
And all joking aside, but
Yeah.
Was this when you were in college, or was this after
No,
college?
I was about 27.
What, but 2 years ago?
And
No,
was
like about 2 years ago.
and is he, did he play professional sports or like Canadian basketball? Or
No, he played in the NBA
Oh,
And-
wow.
Okay. And if you turned him down, why?
because he had 7 kids with 6 different women.
You can't make this up here. So you see how women want to throw all this out there. I have a good resume. I've had a roster, right? I've been proposed to, but I'd never had sex with him. But who was the guy? He was in the NBA. He had 6, 7 kids by 6 baby mamas. Seriously. Seriously. You know what that tells us, fellas? You are a side chick. You were just getting bust down by this NBA guy here. You liked the private house that he lived in or whatever hotels you were staying at. Kind of nice. He has a little bit of money. He blazed that back out for you. He blazed those buns. And now you're saying, oh, matter of fact, you said you didn't even have sex with him. So the fact that I almost diverged for a second here, but we know what would happen if she did. She would have been true side chick status. You think an NBA player is going to marry her? No, he's already got 7 kids. So let's continue. This woman is sounding like a complete airhead.
And I didn't.
You
wanna
can't
be
make
the
this
wife
shit
dealing
up.
with
No, you
that.
can't, Kev.
This shit up.
I didn't want to be the
So
wife.
why
dealing
in
with
the
that.
hell would you deserve what you get? That's why we laugh at women like you. I ask you if you want to be married, do you want to have kids? And when I ask you is, do you think your husband's going to be in this group of men who tend to live this lifestyle? You say yes, and that's what you openly pick for. Instead of going over and dating men over on the business side, because here's the problem. You can't handle a man over here because you got to be more than just cute.
I have more than that to offer.
Well, then why are you putting yourself in a group of men who you say do these things?
Right. Good question, Kev.
I don't know. In LA, it just seems like that's just everybody, you know.
No, it's not.
Excuse me?
Like where
The
Everybody?
dating scene, the dating scene is only
hear that?
NFL, NBA, music, and actors. That's the entire dating scene.
no, I mean every
No, see, it's everybody in her circle. That's everybody who she moves around with. Those parties that she go to. The NBA has a total of what, over 450 players total throughout the United States. The NFL, 1,900 players total in the United States amongst 30 teams in those cities here. And some of those cities are same cities. Like California has multiple teams like in the NBA here. So it's not all 50 states here. So for you saying that, you're only talking about the men that you are attracting to, which means that you're going to get what you're maneuvering to. 7 kids, 6 baby mamas, 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, NBA player, you're going to be a side chick, all these things, athletes, Hollywood players. That is what you're attracting. Like Kevin said here, the business world, you're not even going to that here because you went to the business world, you would not see the type of men that you're looking for. Now, there's Pookies and Ray Rays everywhere, but best believe the high earning Pookies and Ray Rays is what your circle is moving to. Let's continue.
everybody else is like, you know, Uber drivers or, you know,
What?
DoorDash drivers, and I make a decent amount of money myself. So it's just like
Guys, I swear to God, I didn't pay her. I swear to God, I didn't pay her.
We know you didn't pay her, Kev.
I don't want to date somebody who makes less or does less than me.
Oh, there we go.
Where'd you
There it
go to
is.
college?
There it is, guys.
Yes,
Where'd you graduate from?
USC,
What do you do for a living?
TV film.
What does that
Like
mean?
I'm doing 2 movies at the end of the month.
Are you an actress or are you in front of the camera or behind?
An
it?
actress. Yeah.
She's an actress. She's one of them artsy types here. And what does Kevin tell us before he passed away? We, just in general from this video, we know to stay away from her. But the artsy type of woman, the woman that's in front of the camera, the actresses who, you know, want to be in Hollywood, these women are all over the place and don't know what they want here. And on top of that, too, she just said that I make good money and I don't want a guy making less than me. So she's already eliminating so many good men just on the fact of money alone. And just know that your job, your career does not dictate who you are. So the fact that she's moving like this here, we see why her results are the way they are. But let's continue.
Okay.
I make a good amount of money for
So
what I
what?
do.
We don't care about your money.
Congratulations,
And I
ma'am.
go to
Well,
like a
ma'am,
lot
but
of
no, but
events and
understand.
stuff, so
No, I need you to listen. Men don't care about your money. Men
Exactly.
pick women based upon what?
their looks and what they have to offer.
No, their looks and their body. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
So, on the scale, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10",
Well, she's
What
tall.
size?
about 4,
How much did you
Skinny
weigh
and
last time you
slim?
weighed yourself?
160.
160. Okay.
If you had to rank
Now, before he gets to the ranking part here, let me just say this, guys. She is an attractive woman. She is tall. She has good skin, nice hair. You can tell that looks like her hair, things of that nature. 5'10", wearing a size 6, $160. Yo, tall, slender, and petite. Now, let me say this here. That's the type of woman that's not going to have a problem men approaching her. And I see in my comments section, people saying certain women like this, oh, she going to get what she want. No. You guys need to stop thinking that way. She's going to be able to attract more men. But because of her mentality and the way she moves, is she going to get the kind of man that she wants? And if she does get the kind of man that she wants, will that man wife her or just treat her like a side chick? These are the questions we need to ask women, and women need to ask themselves here. And especially a lot of my guys here. I hate to say it here. A lot of y'all are ignorant. And it's okay because some of this is brand new to people. But just because she's attractive, she's going to attract more male attention. Doesn't mean that she's going to get her results, because the way that she thinks is going to be the outcome that she's going to eventually get if she goes that route. So let's continue.
yourself on the scale from 0 to 10, you can't use 7, fresh face out of the shower, your hair, what would you give yourself?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I consider a 10 to be. I know you don't consider Beyonce to be a 10.
No, she's
okay?
not. She's beautiful, but not a 10.
I consider Beyonce to be a 10.
I don't care.
consider Jessica Alba to be a 10. I would
Jessica
rank
Alba would be a
myself
10.
9.
What?
In nobody's life are you a 9.
She thinks Beyonce is a 10. Let me just say this here. Beyonce's a beautiful woman. She is thick, and after them kids, she is holding, looking nicely. I ain't gonna apologize for it. But Beyonce's a 10? No. By saying she's a 10, we're saying that she's the most gorgeous and beautiful woman. She is the standard. I'm not saying she is the standard. She is in the upper echelon. So we need women to understand not everybody's a 10. Jessica Alba, beautiful woman. In her prime about 15 years ago, I say that she was about an 8, you know, when she does herself right here, but she is not a 9 or a 10. Some of y'all may disagree with me here, but here's what we need to remember. If a woman from physical, sexual attraction, everything we put into physicality here is a 10, that means that she is the standard. That it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, it doesn't matter if you're young or old, it doesn't matter if you are straight or gay. Any man is wanting that here. That is the standard of a 10. Almost, I would say, perfection. Beyonce's not like that. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She knows how to put it down. But a 10? No. And the fact that she thinks she's a 9 shows that she has an overinflated ego. Because if you think you're a 9, there's so many men that's probably come across her way making no good money. Probably businessmen and CEOs, but it's like, oh, you only make 200,000? I'm good. These are the kind of women we got to look out for, because if she thinks she's a 9, she thinks that she's above everything else, that she can get what she wants here. And women know they can get what they want. It's all about the outcomes in their circles. Let's continue.
I would
Especially
rank
not, you're a
myself-
6. You're an adjustable.
rank myself
You're a
as a
6.
9.
You're cute. You're cute, but in nobody's
Adjustable
life
6.
are you a 9 or even close to Jessica Alba or Beyonce.
I would say I'm a 9.
Right,
I
of course you.
literally get paid for what I look like.
Now, when Kevin says adjustable 6, guys, there's some people like, what are you talking about? Adjustable 6, you being too hard. Here's the thing here. Fresh face, out the shower, no makeup, no nothing. Just bare and only you and your essence. 6, yes, which means you're above average, means you're cute. But when we say adjustable 6, means that when you dress up, you do your hair, you do your makeup, you put on that nice slim dress to show off your size 6, then she moves up to an 8. And I can see that here. So guys, we need to understand the standards of what he was saying here, that not everybody's an 8, 9, or 10. There's levels to the game. We just can't put everybody at 9s or 10s. Let's continue.
I've made a lot of money based upon what I look like.
Money, there again.
Weezy got paid for what she looked like. Aunt Esther got paid for what she looked like.
That's not fair.
What? It's not fair?
Ma'am.
You see that? Move the goalposts.
Where are your
That's
modeling?
It's the
where are
same
your
thing.
modeling contracts? And if you're an LA 9, you should be on the cover of Cosmo. You should be on the cover of People. If you're an LA 9,
No, I mean I've
okay,
been
ma'am,
in the Maxim Hot
okay.
100. Like,
I know I'm pausing a lot here, but I have to drive these points home. And Kevin's making a great point here. If you're in LA 9, she lives in LA. So when you say LA 9, that's the home of Hollywood entertainers, plastic surgeries, beautiful women, broke women, rich women, whatever you want to say. All of the, you want to see a melting pot of beauty and it's just a dime a dozen, you go to LA. But if you're in LA 9 or 10, if you're really that beautiful, you're being discovered. They're gonna put you in magazines. It's just gonna happen. Not no booty magazines where men are just buying here. We're talking about the top shoots here. So if you're literally a gorgeous, you're walking around as a 9 on a daily basis, someone will discover you. Whether you're a man or a woman, that's all it is, especially if you're in LA. So remember that, ladies. You put yourself on this inflated ego. You think you're this here and you're in Hollywood, someone's giving you a shot and someone's putting you in top magazines. But if not, you're average to a little bit above average, you might could do some shoots here, but you're not a 9 or a 10. Remember that. Continue.
Okay, that's fine. Man, how long? You may have a nice body. But I'm saying that a 6 is cute. Okay, even an adjustable 6. But I'm not gonna put you up there with Beyonce. I wouldn't give you better than Beyonce or Jessica Alba. So you're saying this? Okay, I've been all over the place with saying Saweetie is an adjustable 6. What you? Yeah, and you're saying that you look better than her.
I would rank Saweetie at about a 9.
So
Saweetie and Beyonce are the most beautiful women in the world. Sweetie's on that level. I get it. Sweetie's cute. Hey, I'll buns glaze Saweetie, but she is not a 9 or a 10. And that's not a disrespect. We got to make sure that there's a respect level to having this high upper echelon tier of woman. Let's continue.
You and Sweetie going to the same place to pull the same meat.
Yeah, I just have a natural body.
Okay, all right. Let's keep on moving.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you out of this quicksand because then where's the husband? You said you turned down one. You said you turned down one dude because he has 7 kids by 6 women.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you don't get approached. Do you date guys who are businessmen?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, let's see, the last guy that I dated was a rapper. The guy before that, he actually runs a retail company.
Uh-huh.
Who was before that? I don't remember. Like, I'm with guys, like, for a long time. Like, I have, my relationships are lasting, like, 2 years at the minimum.
What?
I know.
Wait a minute. If you have a relationship that lasts 2 years at the minimum, your ass should have been married by now. That is what we have here. This serial dating, not taking it serious. You get with somebody and you're just kind of chilling and then it kind of fizzles out after a couple years. If you're saying 2 years a minimum, that means you had other relationships that lasted 3 and 4 years. But why are you not getting married? You're going to go 2 years and now you're close to 30? These men has gotten the best years from you now, and now you're looking for a higher quality man to get you when you enter 30. Can't make this up, people. Let's continue.
I have no ring.
And that should tell you something because you're about to run smack dab into the wall at 30.
It's a glorious wall.
And the
What?
point is, man, I think you're overvaluing yourself, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. The point is, you're still talking about men in a very small select group who have not chosen you.
Mm-hmm.
And asking you about dating men who are in the business sector, and honestly, the vibe you're giving is they're not on your level.
No.
And on that note, I'm gonna stop the video here. This is a very, very long interview. If you want me to do a part 2 on this one, I will pick it up here, but this has gone on here. So let me just close out here. Women like this here, and especially women I did in my videos this week here, they are irresponsible and they literally have blinders on thinking that men are a certain way and this is what they want to attract here. And here's what we say here. I'll repeat it again. Women, there is nothing wrong of having preferences and wanting what you want, but the idea is being realistic. The idea is being in the real world here. Like we say here, there's possibility and probability here. Is it possible to win the lottery? Yes. Is it probable? No. Okay, so if you're 30, close to 30 years old, and you date none but rappers and ball players with 6 kids, things of that nature, is there a possibility they may wife you? Yes. Probable, but is it possible? We're seeing her results. And women need to understand that by the time you get to 29, 30 years old, look at your dating history here. The fact you're saying that you have a resume shows that you have no true results, because the only thing that matters in this game of life is that ring with the right person here. You can say that I've gone in long distance relationships where I have long-term things here where it lasts 2 years and 3 years, but with rappers, NBA players, Hollywood actors, you think that you're a 9? You make a lot of money. So she's already in the danger zone. She's already approaching the wall, and she has an overinflated ego that makes her think that she's better than herself. And we're showcasing that not just her, but so many women think this exact same way. And there are women who are working at the local Starbucks feeling this way, making $12 an hour. We can't make this up here. So ladies, you need to be realistic in your options and what you're choosing. And men, when we see this here, we don't have to run because she already looks at a certain way and is moving the opposite way. So for us here, we don't got to worry about her. She's going to be running after the rappers, and eventually at a certain point, she will be knocked up by one of these rappers or a ball player. And then she will be the next baby mama the way she's moving here, because she is not looking for tangible results. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about my commentary. We think about Kevin, this woman calling in, and should we finish this video for part 2? But until next time, I am that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.